strolling through the thick of the woods. We find some sort of doorway structure, like a portal door. What is that? What the fuck is that? Davidstow Airfield, located in Cornwall, UK, home to the English Skinwalker Ranch, where strange entities are said to thrive, a place where portals are seen opening within the trees and dark creatures appearing and disappearing within the shadows. A massive, isolated, inhospitable location, rich in history from modern times all the way back to the Stone Age, and a place rich in UFO activity and unidentified aerial phenomena. An opening into the paranormal and a place riddled in mysteries. From aircraft malfunctions to magnet and electrical difficulties, this place knows when you're here and it knows why you're here. Follow us as we dive deep into the land and explore and expose whatever we can, the best we can. Welcome to Davidstow Airfield. So here we are, Davidstow Woods, Davidstow Airfield, whichever one you want to call it really. The place is mega rich in history. On top of the World War history, it also goes back to Iron Age, Stone Age, medieval. There's settlements all around the area.
The destination is on your left. Hit Drells Lane.
It's on the right, mate.
Arrived.
There we go. Looks like there's a few other people here today, but there we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to head down, park up near the crash site today. So here we are, just heading to Davidstow Woods again on the airfield. Here to start filming for episode 2. There's been a few interesting facts that I've learned about this place since I was last year. Like, there's video footage from the war on the watchtower, and apparently there's electrical currents in the ground, so we'll be coming back to do testing for that. Nuclear Geiger counter for the crash site. We're going to be getting some drone footage today. On top of all the history of this place, I've so far found about 8 or 9 UFO reports going back over 30-40 years. Every time we've been here we've seen UFOs, or something. Anyway, something's in the sky that we don't know what it is. So, like the picture that we got at the time with the triangle, you can see it, but when we look back on the pictures, it was plain as day, especially under the heat signature. Yeah, so we're just here to reinvestigate, continue, and explore the place basically. FirstContact TV, episode 2, Davidstow, part 2. More security. You want to see, can't trust anyone around here. The last time we got chased off, plenty of times we've been chased off. So they don't want you here. Nobody wants you here. Literally in the middle of setting up the drone. Let's get it up in the sky. Eye in the sky time. Here she is, look. Holy stone. I spent about 10 hours last night charging up this and that. And apparently the battery's low voltage on this. So luckily I bought a wire, so I'll stick it in my car and charge for a bit. And we'll try again on the drone in a little bit. See it flashing? Low battery. It was on charge all night long. It went from red to green, fully charged. Right, so basically last night after 10 hours of charging, the drone controller is apparently dead. It was on a red light last night. See that red light? It was on that last night until it went green, fully charged. I even left it on for an extra hour after that. As soon as I get here, it's dead. Literally as soon as I arrive, I go to get it all out and it's all dead. Oh shit, here we go, Moorland management's on the way as well. Fuck, here we go, look, look. So now I'm gonna have to wait until it goes green again. I've plugged it into my car, which means it's coffee and cigarette time. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes now I've had this drone controller on charge, because apparently it was low voltage and it was close to dead even though I charged it all night. It's been plugged into my car for 5 minutes, red light, and now all of a sudden, green light. Makes no sense to me, unless the battery's gone inside of it or something, but it shouldn't have. Everything else is fine. I've only used it a few times as well. But going by the green light, I've got to go by the green light, so we'll give it another try. And we're going to do a round 2 of testing the drone, see if the controller will work this time. Just wait for this car to go past. There's 2 cars. Black cows. I'm just a bird watcher. Now here's where I'm trying to fly the drone up, and over the crash site you can see where it is clearly. It's a cutout in the trees, that's where the crash site is. But every time I'd push the joystick forwards and hold it forwards, it would try and go forwards, and then as soon as it gets near, it gets pushed back. It let me go around it or near it, but every time forwards, push back, knock it out of balance, it would have to regain its balance. I'd retry. In about 10 minutes of footage I managed to get, it wouldn't let me go over it, and then it just cut out completely. Hit a tree, so I went in and got it. It was like near the edge of the crash site, and it said that the battery was dead, which I don't really understand either, considering I charged it all the night before. It's supposed to have 40 minutes of flight time. I got about 10 minutes and it was dead, completely flat dead. Just like the controller was originally, but I could charge that. I didn't want to risk charging the drone in my car. Well, I calibrated the whole thing before I flew it, so I don't understand. So basically, drone experiment failed. Just went to fly it out here, look. Get a nice little view. And then it just started spinning out, doing the same thing. Crashed up into that tree, flew down. Battery's dead now, so I'll be returning one way or another. We'll have that footage. So say goodbye to the drone until next time. The battery's gone, so I'm going to be coming back again, and we will definitely get the footage next time. Here we go then. Proceeding on foot now. Gonna head into the thick of it. Cut over this barbed wire fence and straight, and then dip right. Here we go. Cars are coming. There we go. It's eerie how quiet it gets here. Picking up radio signals. Yeah, so the idea is I bought one walkie-talkie radio transmitter. See if I could intercept anyone else's transmissions. Right, so I'll show you quickly some of the main bits of equipment that I'll be using today while I'm walking around. The main reason I've got a walkie-talkie, so I can try and intercept any transmissions that are going around. I've already picked up a couple. And then I've got a lightning detector to pick up any electrical discharges. I've got in here an EMF, an RF reader to pick up anything in the electromagnetic field. And then on the phone itself I've got different apps for tracking satellites and aircrafts. And here we are. Davidstow woods on the airfield. It's crazy how quiet the place gets. You never see animals. And in the summer all it was full of is black slugs and a shitload of spiders. Yeah, look. Still they bow off. bend. Fucking bogs everywhere. See, even though there's hardly any signs of it anymore, they did use a lot of buildings and stuff and have stuff out in these woods around the airstrip. And if you look, you can see that massive pieces of pipe coming out the bottom of the trees and stuff. And I don't know what's inside the pipes because it's affecting the trees. It was here when I was using my map and realised when looking near the crash site from an aerial view, you can see some kind of an outline of a figure similar to that of which has been reported out here. Shadow creatures or skinwalker type figures. So we're here at Davidstow Woods, the old abandoned RAF Airfield. Deep in the woods, just having a little walkabout, see if we see anything. And head back to the crash site to grab some fresh samples from the soil and the charcoal. And also just check out something else near there as well. Another indent, see what it is. Davidstow Woods, it's basically Skinwalker Ranch in England. See what we can see there. Yeah, all sorts of crazy stuff's been reported out here. UFOs, ghosts, all weird paranormal activity and shit. And UAPs. Like some sort of structures here, look. Like a triangle type structure here. It's got some sort of symbol on the top, so I can get the camera up high enough. Huh. What the hell was this triangle for? Definitely a concrete triangle cut out. Turn the camera on. Pure triangle from the tree. I was using my iPhone for filming and for maps, and when I was walking around it had 50% or just under 50%. When I got to the structure that you've seen before this, I went to turn the camera facing, so I stopped filming to flip the screen so you could see it, and then it just died. And the whole time it was gone. On walking back, I managed to find my way back, but going through the woods, my EMF reader and other things kept on dying, which was newly replaced batteries as well. And when I got back to my car, I plugged my iPhone in on charge for about 45 minutes while I was driving around and sitting there, and it just wouldn't charge at all, not until I completely left. Just have to swap over cameras because my batteries died on my phone randomly. So, here we go. It's that structure that... Get out of the way. Turn the camera on. I don't know what the symbols on top mean, but looks like it's always been there like that. It's clean cut, I wouldn't have broken that. And obviously this being an old RAF base, it wouldn't surprise me if they had underground buildings somewhere. Yeah, it goes down pretty deep. I'll mark this off on the map later, so we know the exact coordinates of it when we step up. Basically another thing about today is my drone kept on dying until it did die and crashed. My phone's died. This battery's on half a battery now. My EMF reader, that keeps dying. This one's still on. Nothing on that yet. Everything's fucking losing battery on me, and it was all fully charged last night for a long time. So, there's that as well. Not good when you're out here on your own. Let's head back to the crash site. Don't step in the bog. That's what you don't want to be stepping in. Went to step in it on the way, my foot nearly disappeared. That stuff there, that's a no. That is a no. Not when it's been pissing down with rain previously in the past couple of weeks. So yeah, fuck knows where that triangle structure is. Like I said, there's lots of random different buildings and ruins laying around the place. Could be anything. Shame my phone died, and I hope the video that I first recorded saved. Oh, fuck me, otherwise I've got to rely on this camera, which obviously isn't the clearest or the best sound quality. Alright, try and get through this. Oh fuck. Maybe stick to the edges. Oh shit, the whole place is fucked, mate. Let's cut back through the woods. And it's sinking in that shit. Oh fuck me, look, there's a fucking river of it here. Yeah, that's a good job I didn't walk down there. Oh. That leads to in there. So I mean, you fucking disappear in that shit. Stick to the woods. Go back to where I came. Fuck out of here. Treading on thin ice here, man. What the fuck is that? Oh shit, what the fuck? There's some sort of square hole. Oh, we're too close to that shit. What the fuck? It's filled up with water. Fuck. So I mean, weird shit around here, man. So if you want to know what it's like trying to walk through these woods, like I said, at least every 15 foot there's a trench. So you gotta either jump over it or jump on in it. It's a fucking pain in the ass, I'll tell you that. Like I said, at night time, you can't see shit. Fucking jumped right into one. Nearly sprained or snapped my ankles. But yeah, like I said, EMF reader's not going off because it keeps dying. The electrical discharge meter hasn't gone off, so there's been no electrical discharges in the sky on the air. Phone's dead. Got no map anymore. And yeah, drone's dead. Heading back to the crash site, get some samples, and I'm heading on out of here till next time. Here we go. Like I said, jumping trenches time. So yeah, don't know if you can see. That's the clearing I came from originally to get into this side. Fuck's sake. I was waiting to get to my car. But other cars keep on coming. Oh shit, that could be more than management. Yeah, that's definitely them. Fucking go. Shit. Right, 15 minutes of charging now. Still completely dead. I've never had that before. And also this car keeps on coming back and forward again. You'll see it again now. Hold the camera like this just in case. Brand new Audis, blitzing up and down. Same ones every time. Vans and Audis. And then you got the pickup trucks and the Jeeps, which is the moorland management guys. So here we are again, back to the crash site. We'll try to get some samples and out of the place. From different parts of it. It's hard to tell where something would have hit him from, because maybe it did hit him from that way. The way the trees are pushing out, you can sort of see. I mean, it's hard to see it on camera, but they're pushing out. Yeah, it's like a bit of a direct hit from above, like something came down, bang, impact, you know, like cleared it. And there's a fucking one in the middle there that completely all just snapped. Still standing, but snapped clean. I mean, you can see easily that's all burnt and crispy looking. Even still to this day, I don't even know how long ago all this happened. but it's grey charcoal. Judging by the looks of it, this tree would have been one of the first ones to get knocked down, creating like a fucking domino effect as whatever smashed down into it in a triangle shape, triangle again, all the trees pushing outwards. So look at this, look how fucking burnt the bottom is. Look, it's all burnt to a crisp. And take some more samples of this, some fresh ones. If you have a look. Take that back and analyse it. And also, I need to chip off a piece of the tree. That's another thing I've noticed about this place. This place here, the crash site in particular, is the water in the trenches. It's rusty. It's got to contain iron or something. Like I said, there's a lot of magnetite rocks around here. Where's that rust coming from? Because it isn't in any of the other lakes. That's all black water. This is orange. Iron source, rich, deep. Look at that. That's pure, thick iron, that is. Or copper, one of the two. So my guess is iron for sure. That would be tin. There's no tin mines around here. Let's go get a sample of this tree. Try and squeeze around without damaging anything or falling in this. Yeah, fuck me, it's that. It's got some decent soil samples, and some tree bark samples, and some moss samples. Microscope. So we'll see this again soon with a drone and a nuclear Geiger counter. Fuck me, nearly got eaten then. Jesus, how deep that shit is. Like I said, you gotta watch your step around here. Alright, let's head back. Here's one thing else that's a bit weird. The whole time we've been parked here, we've been east. Now all of a sudden we're southeast. And when I tried sending the drone up into the air to go over the crash site exactly, it's like it didn't know where it was. It started spinning out. It wouldn't let me go over the exact spot. It let me go near it or around it, try going over it, and it'd lose where it is. It's like the compass was going messed up or something. It just started spinning out. Then the battery died. So yeah, that's another interesting thing about this place, is sometimes compasses can go pretty messed up, which would have something to do with a magnetical field. But as soon as I leave the area, literally leave the area, the phone turns back on again. 18%, something like that. I don't know why it won't work in the first place, it just died on me. It wouldn't let me turn it back on, wouldn't let me charge it when I was in the area. As soon as I leave the area, bing, comes back on. Right, ever since I've left the place now, I've noticed this little black dot that keeps flying around. At first I thought it was a bird or something, but I'm going to pull over now and have a look at what the fuck it is. It's doing circles, and it looks like a black dot to me. Where's it gone? Yeah. Basically, I just left the place and I was driving back, and I started seeing something flying around above me, like a little dot, a black dot. So I thought it might have been a bird or something, but I kept on seeing it. So I just pulled over to have a look, and it's definitely 100% a drone. You can hear the little engine that you hear it yourself in the video when you play it back. But you can hear the little drone, and there's a couple of them flying around. One of them disappears, and then the other one flies completely out the direction and just followed me from. So they were really high up as well, like really high up and fast. That's professional drone work, that is. So, and that was definitely following me. And as soon as I got my camera out and started filming it, it disappears. That's flying off. It was circling around as I stopped. I get my phone out, start filming it, flies off. So it's a bit unusual if you ask me. Never been chased by a drone before, or spied on. So we're heading to Davidstow again for the second time now. Got a new battery for the drone that's been fully charged all night. Controller's been fully charged, everything's been replaced, new batteries. There's also a new Geiger counter that we've got for nuclear radiation testing. And we'll try and get a little sample of the Iron Lake as well, just to see what the acid levels are like on that, and just different types of information about the area really. We're going to try and get another aerial view of the crash site with the drone today. Hopefully it'll fly over it without any problems, so we'll soon see, won't we? That's got batteries as well. So here we are in Davidstow to get a round two of the drone footage. Hopefully it works. Basically it won't fly over again. Every time I get it up it says that the battery's going low, but then it lands, the battery goes up. And it's a new battery, so there's no problems with that. So we're going to take it into the crash site and try and fly it up and around. Right, so basically we're about to come back into the crash site to try and send the drone up and around, because it's still got a problem with flying over, saying it's because of the battery. Kind of landed there safely back, but we did it. Just finally managed to get some aerial footage of inside of the crash site. Hopefully you can see it clearly on the camera before we started having malfunctions. There's more when it's lower to the ground near it, won't it? Yeah. It starts fucking up. It's got proper tangled around this blade now.
Getting into the middle of it.
Right, so that was a successful flight around the crash site. I managed to free the drone. We're going to head out, go check out some different places and clearings, see if there's anything weird, do some nuclear Geiger counter testing. We're going to get some samples of that orange water as well.
It's proper thick as well.
Yeah, it goes even brighter the more you go into the middle as well.
Yeah, look at it, it's like clouded. It's Weird that.
We'll get a nice gloopy sample of that as well. Right, we're going back into Davidstow Woods, do a bit of nuclear radiation testing. And we got the EMF readers and electrical discharge testers. So just walking around Davidstow Woods, doing some nuclear Geiger testing. We found a new building. Hadn't spotted this one before. No radiation detected. Go inside and have a look. Nothing unnormal. 18. Nothing in here. Normal readings. $21. Pretty normal.
Just about make it out.
A random burnt piece of wood with no source of fire. Strolling through the thick of the woods, we find some sort of doorway structure. A portal door.
The right branching for it.
Yeah, it's like been snapped that way, isn't it, or something? Clear doorway.
Straight to oblivion.
Look, the fucking trees coming out of the ground. Moving up, snapping, staying whole, going back into the ground.
Yeah.
Look at that. What the fuck is that?
I know it's all this direction, I can't tell, it's echoing.
Right, let's keep going in. Just walking past the woods and we just see this in the tree. It's got a little parachute and some sort of...
It's like a weight or something.
yeah, weight attached to it. Right, come back to the crash site. Let's get some samples of that iron lake. It's pretty thick over here, look. Let's get some samples of the iron, or whatever it is. Stay tuned for our next video, part 2, night ground footage, where we will spend the night patrolling the forest and the airfield, sunset to sunrise. Please like and subscribe and feel free to post any information you may have in the area.